Hong Leong IB Research or HLIB says alcohol sales restrictions in Kedah are expected to have a more pronounced impact on brewers should the curb be expanded to cover Langkawi. In a note today, HLIB analyst Sophie Chua Siu Lee said this is given the higher alcohol demand and consumption in the duty-free island, although the restrictions will mostly focus on the rural areas where demand for such beverages are lower. She said the research house is keeping its forecasts unchanged for now as it awaits more clarity on the measures. HLIB remains neutral on the brewery sector and maintained its hold recommendations on Carlsberg Brewery Malaysia and Heineken Malaysia, with target prices of RM20.40 and RM22.50 respectively. Kedah Menteri Besar Datuk Seri Muhammad Sanusi Muhammad Noor reportedly said yesterday that the state government will be introducing restrictions to limit the sales of alcoholic beverages in the state, especially in rural areas. He said the state also discussed alcohol sale in Langkawi and reportedly expressed hope that such beverages will no longer be openly sold. Pakat Group, which specializes in solar photovoltaics or PV, has signed a deal to supply solar-generated electricity to the Serba City Council or MBSP for 15 years. Pekat said the power purchase agreement was inked between its unit, Pekat Solar, and MBSP under the government's net energy metering scheme. Under the agreement, Pekat Solar will install, own and operate a rooftop solar PV system with generation capacity of 536 kilowatt peak, which will be installed atop the City Council's car park facility. MBSP will in turn pay Pekat Solar for electricity procured from the solar PV system based on the fixed discounted electricity tariff as the mutually agreed value. The agreement marks Pekat's first such contract serving the public sector and reflects rising market confidence in its capabilities in the solar PV industry. Pekat Executive Director Airasia X said the project complements rising awareness of the environmental, social and governance or ESG agenda by providing an avenue for MBSP to reduce its carbon footprint while achieving savings in its electricity bills in the long run. He said Pekat is looking to work together with government agencies in all their ESG projects. The MBSP project is expected to contribute positively to Pekat's earnings for the financial year ending December 31st, 2022 and onwards. At the close, Pekat added 1.33% to 76 sen for a market capitalization of RM490.2 million. Senheng New Retail has gotten the green light from the Securities Commission Malaysia to list on the main market of Bursa Malaysia securities. The consumer electrical and electronics retailer said in a statement that it expects to be listed in January 2022. Founded in 1989, Senheng has a retail network of 104 stores across Peninsula and East Malaysia and is supported by various online retail platforms. Its stores carry more than 280 brands, featuring a comprehensive range of digital gadgets, audiovisuals, home appliances, and related products. Senheng Executive Chairman Lim Kim Heng said the firm was among the early adopters of the seamless new retail model and digitalization. As a digitally forward company, he said, its operations are highly adaptable to challenges in the business environment. Lim pointed out that despite multiple iterations of the movement control order, Senheng recorded healthy growth in its financial performance. This, he said, is due to the group's ability to provide uninterrupted service to customers via its integrated e-commerce and telemarketing channels. Airasia X or AAX says it is the budget airline's intention to put in place customers' travelling privileges in the form of travel credits, which can be used for future purchases of flight tickets once borders reopen. It also plans to offer them cash-based entitlements based on its annual revenue performance over 3 years. However, it said in a statement, the entitlements and travel credits can only take place if AAX is successfully restructured under a scheme that sees it paying just 0.5% of debt owed to its creditors. AAX said it is clarifying various media reports on passenger classification and their entitlements. It said that in a financial statement, a party is a creditor if the company owes them money, hence its passengers' classification as creditors. Last Friday, the Malaysian Aviation Commission urged AAX to reimburse the tickets for customers whose flights were cancelled instead of treating them as creditors and repaying them only 0.5 cent for every ringgit paid. The civil aviation regulator said this is because the customers did not, inter alia, sell any products, provide services or make loans to AAX, but instead have paid monies for the purchase of tickets in advance of their flights. AAX's share price settled unchanged at 7.5 cent for a market value of about 311.25 million ringgit. S&P Global Ratings has lowered its long-term issuer credit rating on Serba Dynamic Holdings to CC from CCC with a negative outlook. In a statement, S&P said it also lowered the long-term issue rating on the company's guaranteed sukuks to CC from CCC. The rating agency said the negative outlook reflects the rising threats of a near-term liquidity crunch, given Serba Dynamic's weak access to funding and a time to maturity of less than 6 months. The downgrade is to reflect a heightened risk of default after the company missed a coupon payment of about $7 million on $222 million outstanding sukuk due next May. According to the rating agency, Serba Dynamic has a sizable 99 million ringgit syndicated loan amortization payment due in December this year. It pointed out Serba Dynamic also has large maturities due next May, which dwarf the company's last unaudited reported cash balance of 497 million ringgit. It believes Serba Dynamic could face persistent cash burn, projecting negative free operating cash flows of up to 400 million ringgit over the 12 months to June 30th, 2022, given the high working capital intensity of its business model.